Okay, let's continue with our learning objective 2, which is to understand the dynamics of buying gifts. Gifting behavior is defined as a gift exchange that takes place between a giver and a recipient. The definition is broad in nature and embraces gifts given voluntarily, gifts that are an obligation, gifts given to and received from others, and give is oneself, which is self-gift. Now there are different types of gifting. The first type is intergroup gifting, which occur whenever one group exchange gifts with another group, such as one family with another. Now similarly, gifts given to families will be different than those given to individuals' family members. Second is the intercategory gifting, where it takes place when either an individual is giving a gift to a group, a single friend is giving a couple an anniversary gift, or a group is giving an individual a gift. For example, friends chip in and give another friend a joint birthday gift. Now, the gift selection strategies is where buy to joint receipts or buy with someone are especially useful when it comes to a difficult recipient situation when nothing seems to satisfy her. The third one is intra-group gifting. It's characterized by the sentiment we give this to ourselves, that it's a group gives a gift to itself or its members. Now, intrapersonal gifting or a self-gift occur when the giver and the receiver are the same individual. Now, let's proceed to learning objective number 3, which is to understand how new product gain acceptance and how individuals decide whether or not to adopt them. Now, the acceptance of an innovation, for example, a new product, a new service, a new idea, or a new practice, take place among members of a social system or a market segment over time. Now, if you look at diffusion of innovation, it is defined as the macro process by which the acceptance of an innovation takes place among members of a society over time. And this process includes 4 elements, which is the innovations, for example, the new product, new model or services, the channels of communications, whether it's informal or formal, impersonal or impersonal groups. The third is the social system, which is a market segment. Last but not least is time. So let's move on to innovation adoption process. Now, innovation adoption process is a micro process that focuses on the stages through which an individual consumer passes when decide to accept or reject a new product. From a consumer perspective, an innovation represents any item that the consumer perceives as new. Many marketeers maintain that new products should be classified into 3 categories, reflecting the extent to which they required consumer change existing consumption behavior or buying pattern. So a continuous innovation has the least disruptive influence on established pattern. It involves the introductions of a modified product rather than a totally new product. Second, it's the dynamically continuous innovation, where it's somewhat more disruptive than a continuous innovation, but still does not alter established behavior pattern. It may involve the creation of a new product or the modification of an existing product. So a continuous innovation requires consumer to adopt a new behavioral pattern. Now let's look at the product features that affect adoption. The first one is relative advantage. Relative advantage is the degree to which potential consumers perceive a new product as superior to existing substitute. Secondly, it's compatibility. Compatibility is the degree to which potential consumers feel a new product is consistent with their present needs, values, and practices. Compatibility varies across cultures. The third one is the complexity. Complexity is the degree to which a new product is difficult to understand or use, affects product's acceptance. Clearly, the easier it is to understand and use a product, the more likely that product it is to be accepted. So the issue of complexity is especially important when attempting to gain market acceptance for high-tech consumer products. Four predominant types of technological fear act as a barrier to new product acceptance. The first is the fear of technical complexity. Second is fear of rapid obsolescence. Third is fear of social rejection. Last but not least is the fear of physical harm. Of the four, technology complexity was the most widespread concerns of consumers innovators. Now let's move on to trial ability. So the trial ability refers to the degree to which a new product can be tried on a limited basis. So the greater the opportunity to try a new product, the easier it is for consumer to evaluate the product and ultimately adopt it. Observability, which is the communicatability, is the ease with which a product's belief, benefit, or attributes can be observed, imagined, or described to potential consumers. Products that have a high degree of social visibility, such as fashion items, and more easily diffused than products that are used in private, such as a new type of deodorant. Similarly, a tangible product is promoted more easily than an intangible product, such as services. Now, encourages trials is also important. Some marketeers offer a money-back guarantee. Others, like the examples, offer a free trial to reduce consumers' perceived risk. Now let's look at the adoption process. Awareness is the first process. It's where the consumer first become aware that an innovation exists. Secondly, they will show interest, which the consumer become interested in the innovation product or services. The third is they will evaluate or undertake a mental trial of the innovation. Third is the trial where the consumer try the innovations product or services. Last but not least is adoption. If they are satisfied with all the above process, the consumers decide to regularly use the innovation or not use it again. So the process does not adequately acknowledge that quite often consumers face a need or problem recognition stage before acquiring an awareness of potential options or solutions. Moreover, the adoption process model does not adequately provide for the possibilities of evaluations and rejections of products or services after each stage, especially after trial. So finally, it does not explicitly include post-adoption or post-purchase evaluation, which can lead to a strengthened commitment or to a decision to discontinue use.